Hey guys, this is Mike from B Tech Reviews here, and today we're going to take a look at and unbox the Moto G Stylus 5G. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and again, thanks again, smash the like button if you guys haven't already, and let's get this going. So today we're unboxing the Moto G Stylus 5G. This is the Boost Mobile variant, and I did get this phone for $9.99 on their website. You can go to boostmobile.com and check it out yourself. At the moment of this video, it is March the 18th, 2023, so I don't know when you watch this if the deal will still be available. But currently, you can get this phone for $9.99, but you do have to purchase a plan for it, and it's either the $40 or $60 plan. So let's go ahead and get this going. As far as the unboxing going, hopefully this will be a little bit quicker than the other video that I made with the Samsung Galaxy A23, which I am actually filming on today. So this is the unboxing of the Motorola Stylus 5G, and again, you can see here that this one actually does come with a power brick, which I love, because the Samsung Galaxy A23, which I'm actually filming on right now, did not come with one. Comes with a USB-C, and let's go ahead and get this taken out and turned on. I'm pretty sure the inside of this just comes with like a SIM card removal tool, which it does. Packaging on this is a little bit nicer, and right out of the gate, I can tell you that this phone is the quality and the feel of this phone feels so much better than the Samsung A23, which again you can check out my unboxing on that one. Let's go ahead and put that over here for now. And again, this phone just feels way higher quality than that phone, and as you can see here, definitely looks a lot better. It does have a little bit of a reflective back here, triple camera setup, Motorola logo in the back, which usually, you know, back in the day, they would actually use that as a fingerprint sensor. That is definitely not a fingerprint sensor. Over here on the bottom, you do have your, your USB Type-C port. You have a headphone jack, and of course, down here is your stylus, which just hopefully pops out. And I popped it out. Yeah, it just pops out and pops back in, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna have to test out the functionality on that. Over here, you have your volume rocker, obviously, power button as well. Power button is on the side. I don't know if this is another fingerprint display or a fingerprint sensor power button. A lot of these, I guess, budget phones have these now. I don't think it is, though. And again, I guess we're going to have to check that out. Maybe it has some sort of different type of security. Let's go ahead and get this turned on really quick, and we'll get it set up for you. I'm hoping this power button, and oh my goodness, I am liking this phone so much more than the Samsung Galaxy A23. I'm just going to tell you guys right now that much. The quality on this Motorola device is definitely a lot better. Just the turn-on screen by itself looks a lot better. And just so you guys know, this phone is $9.99 on the website. It's marked down from $259, and this phone is actually cheaper even without the markdown than the Samsung Galaxy A23. So definitely, I can already tell you the screen looks a lot better just by looking at it. The feel of the device looks a lot better, and I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I have a feeling like I'm going to have a much funner, I guess, deal with this device. So let me go ahead and get this set up for you guys here, and we'll go ahead and get the rest of the setup going here. All right, guys. So while this is, I guess, applying an update to whatever is happening here, I put the SIM card in and I connected to Wi-Fi. So I was trying to continue, but I guess it's having to apply an update, which is 300 megabytes on the download. So while we wait for that to happen, let's go ahead. I don't know if I can turn off the screen while this is actually loading. But while it's doing that, again, I can tell you one thing, that this phone is not, it is more on the thick side, if you guys know what I mean. And I definitely believe it's a lot heavier than the Samsung Galaxy A23, but for good reason, obviously. Just so we can go over the specs here, and again, I'm just going to kind of be reading off of the website here. This does have a 6.8-inch screen, which is a very nice looking display, by the way. A 50 megapixel main camera sensor, right? which is pretty crazy. I think, again, most of these mid-range devices have a 50 megapixel camera. Android 12 out of the box, it has a 44 hours of talk time, or probably close to a 5,000 milliamp battery. I'm gonna have to look at that. The screen is a 120 hertz FHD plus display, so it's not an OLED screen, but definitely looks very nice. For it not being an OLED screen, I definitely can't compare it to a lot of other phones. The only one that I can maybe compare it to are the TCL screens, even though those are not OLED screens. At least their mid-rangers are not. If you get like the 20 Pro 5G, that has an OLED display. But anyways, again, I'm just scrolling through the stuff here. Again, it does have a very nice camera setup. I guess I'm gonna have to kind of to mess around with that whenever the time comes. Again, you can switch back and forth between 90 hertz and 120 hertz on the refresh rate, obviously. And let's just take a look. It's got a Snapdragon 695 processor right out of the gate. So, definitely you have that 5G functionality. It says a 2-day battery life, so it does have a 5,000 milliamp battery, right? Which is pretty good. It's going to last you a long time. And I've noticed that these budget mid-range devices have more of battery efficiency when it comes to the usage of it. It does have 4 gigs of RAM as well, by the way, so definitely not the greatest as far as specs go, with the 695 processor and the 4 gigs of RAM. But again, for most people, that don't really use the phone for like heavy gaming or, little things like that, if most people nowadays just use their phone for basic social media, watching YouTube, watching, videos like TikTok, etc. like that. So definitely a lot of people will not need like, 6 to 8 gigs of RAM or like a smartphone that has, flagship features, right? Again, it does say, I don't know why, maybe I'm reading this wrong. It says it has a 6.4 HD plus max vision display, although up here it says it has a 6.8 inch display on the very top of the screen here. So I don't think it has a 6.4 inch screen. It definitely feels like it's a pretty big size screen, guys. Definitely on that marker or whatever. Again, Android 12, who knows if it's going to have Android 13 capabilities or anything like that, but we'll see as it goes. It does have a tap and pay feature. So again, if you have like Google Pay, GPay, or whatever it's called, and you have your Google Wallet set up with it, you can pay using your phone rather than, having to bust out your debit or credit cards, right? If you feel like you like to pay with your phone more often, then you can go ahead and do that. Again, the note feature, which we'll have to definitely go over. But again, as far as camera setup goes, definitely it has a 50 megapixel main camera, 8 megapixel ultra wide, 2 megapixel macro sensor, and the front camera, which is right there in the middle, is a 16 megapixel camera. Okay. Internally, though, this does have 128 gigs of internal memory, so you can. I'm not 100% sure. I did not see a memory card expansion. I'm gonna have to double check on that. But we're gonna have to figure that out as well. It does say it has a fingerprint scanner, which again, I'm not exactly 100% sure where the fingerprint scanner is, but I guess we'll figure that out once we're getting it set up. It might be in screen. I'm not 100% sure if it has an in screen, or it could, like I said, it could be one of these, these side fingerprint sensors, like the one that I'm using with the Samsung device that I'm recording on right now. So just keep that in mind, guys. Again, the weight, it says it weighs 7.5 ounces, so that's almost half a pound. Half a pound is 8 ounces. 16 ounces is a pound, for those of you guys who don't know. So it is heavy. It is a very heavy device. It does have face unlock feature also, so I will be utilizing that as well, right? Definitely excited to get this set up. So again, let's go ahead and continue the setup here, and then I'll let you guys know what bloatware this comes with, etc. Okay. Okay, guys, so we finally got the phone set up, and I really dig the background going out of this, setting up here. So let's go ahead and try the fingerprint sensor really quick. We did set this up already, so let's see how this goes. Definitely not as quick as the Samsung one. I set up both fingerprint sensors. Maybe it just takes a while to get used to, but the fingerprint sensor is on the lock button, which I guess I kind of like. I definitely prefer that over the ones that were in the back. Even though the ones in the back, a couple years back were okay, you can already tell that this is a hair and fingerprint magnet. So anyone that purchases this phone is going to want to get some sort of protective case on it. I mean, you don't typically need one, but, and again, as you can see here, it does have three, has that finger navigation here. Now, of course, you can change that. Let's go ahead and change the volume. So right out of the gate, I can tell you guys that it kind of looks a little more closer to stock Android, right? Especially with this drop-down menu bar over here. This looks exactly like Android 12 and 13, or how the original 12 and 13, but I forget that Motorola is basically uses stock Android for the most part. Let's see if it has that chop feature that it used to have. I don't remember. I don't know if this device has like those modo mods that you were able to use back in the day, where you can like chop to turn the light on, etc., like that. But that's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's go to messages. Agree. So we see your phone does not have correct settings to access the internet yet. Send SMS settings. Well, so I'm gonna probably have to figure out how to get this set up here, because I do have it connected to Wi-Fi. But let's go ahead and turn off the Wi-Fi really quick. Hold on. Let's disconnect and let's just see if we have any type of internet connection over here. Let's see if the Play Store works. For the most part, it does give me a 5G logo, by the way. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. It does give me a 5G logo. So phone is frozen up right now, as you can see here. I'm not sure what's going on. I can't even press the power button. There you go. I'm not sure what's going on. Here we go. There is a lot of updates that are required at the moment here, but let's see. Let's see if I can download speed test. If it does a search, I'm not disconnected to Wi-Fi, so it looks like it is connected to the internet, which is good. I don't see Ookla speed test, which is kind of weird, so we're going to have to kind of go back there. Oh, here it is. I'm kind of blind. I'm going to have to go to the settings and change the... So yeah, it's telling me that my internet connection is not working, so I am probably going to have to set this up, probably outside of this video. But right off the bat, I can tell you that this phone is pretty snappy, considering, you know what I mean? Again, I'm going to have to turn the Wi-Fi back on just so they can probably finish updating the apps here. But for the most part, when I plugged in the Samsung SIM card, it worked out of the gate. So I don't know if I have to go change any settings, or I'm going to have to go to Boost Mobile website right now and try to get this phone activated, see what I can do. It's going to probably ask me, oh, what's the IMEI number, etc., like that. So I'm going to have to go punch in all that information, guys. For the most part, though, very, very nice looking device. I'm not going to allow location. I don't know why it's asking me that. Welcome to Moto Camera. Not now. So Moto Camera, update to the latest version of new features. But okay, we're going to update over any network. Okay, so I guess the Moto, or at least the Moto camera, needs an update also. So definitely, if there's one thing I can tell you guys about Android phones, is you're gonna have to update the apps out of the gate, especially if the phone's a little bit older. Again, this phone came out last year, and it's coming up already towards almost April of 2023. And just be that in mind, right? That you're gonna have to download a lot of updates. Let's go ahead and see if I can take a picture really quick. Let's see how that looks. Really not bad, honestly. I wasn't using portrait mode or anything like that. So let's see if I can make that bigger. Okay, got it. So really not bad, though. Very snappy. And if I zoom in, definitely you can see the details on that. I mean, probably harder for you guys to see than for me to see. That's for sure. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go back home here. Again, while this is updating, let's go ahead and see what apps come out of the gate here. So I've definitely seen Gmail, Facebook. Boost One comes out of the box here, which is pretty cool, I guess. That's where you can get credits towards your mobile account here. Camera, you have Dolby Atmos. Let's see. It's basically it. It's basically all the apps that come out of the... Of course, you have your stock Google apps, which, they put this in its own folder just because it's so much. But not too bad. And again, this comes with 128 gigs of internal memory. It says update is complete. Enjoy your software. So again, this is just so you guys can see running Android 12 with security patch from September of last year. So it's already March. Again, security patch that's already almost 5 or 6 months years old already. Includes updates of Android security patches up to 1 of December of 21st. So not too bad. Again, for people that want to know, like, okay, what's the security like on a device like this? Again, you know, I had logged in a few times here, so you're going to see some emails here. I'm going to just clear those out. Let's go ahead and take a look at what the settings looks like really quick. Definitely, it reminds me of stock Android, honestly. You know, it does. If I feel like it does have like a little bit of a light skin on it. But other than that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, again, definitely the 3-button navigation down there, I can definitely change that. I'm pretty positive I can change that. Let's go to the About phone here. Android 12. It says software channel dish. So again, Android 12 right there. So, you know, again, guys, this is just you know, an unboxing video, and I'm gonna have to kind of look at it and tweak around with it. It's got Tubi TV. It looks like it's downloading apps on its own, so I don't know what's going on there. Do not know what's going on there. I guess maybe since the phone is setting up, you know, look at that. It's downloading app on its own. Pinterest, Cash App. So without my consent, all of these apps are being downloaded. So, but other than that, though, I definitely like the way the phone feels in the hand, guys. And, you know, definitely going to have to test out these cameras and see how it all looks when the time comes, right? Get this network connected and, you know, run a couple speed tests, maybe do a live stream for you guys, and then go from there. So again, guys, this is B-Tech Mike signing off again. If you guys like the video, hit that like button, the one right there, smash the like button right there. You know, you just go ahead and tap that little button there. It does help out my algorithm, right? And of course, you know, stay subscribed for new content. And again, guys, if you have any questions, leave them in the towel section down below. Again, if you guys want this phone for $10 right now, you can get it from boostmobile.com. So again, if you guys are looking to upgrade one of your older, you know, Boost devices, or, you know, you maybe you want to upgrade a relative's device, like your mom and dad, maybe they're using like an older Android, you know, something like that, go ahead and check something like this out, definitely. Or even the Samsung A23, both are $10 right now. And again, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks again for watching.